Hello and welcome to the African Informant. Watch this video to the end to know about the East African Federation, which is the next superpower in Africa. 7 nations in the East Africa's Great Lake region make up the Intergovernmental East African Community, including the Democratic Republic of the Congo, the United Republic of Tanzania, the republics of Kenya, Burundi, Rwanda, South Sudan, and Uganda. The EAC is currently chaired by Burundi's President Evariste Ndayishimiye. The East African Community was first formed in 1967 by Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. However, in 1977, it died as a result of disagreement of the member states. When the agreement for its re-establishment was signed on November 30, 1999, the EAC was once again in existence, as it became effective in the year 2000. Rwanda and Burundi joined the community in the year 2009, making the community much stronger. As South Sudan gained its independence in the year 2011, the presidents of Kenya and Rwanda urged the autonomous government of Southern Sudan to apply for its membership. And as of mid-July 2011, South Sudan was allegedly an applicant country. South Sudan's application to join the EAC was approved by Tanzania in December 2012, making it possible for the world's newest state to join as the group's 6th member. The Council of Ministers verification report was accepted by the EAC's head of states at the 14th Ordinary Summit in Nairobi in 2012, and they subsequently instructed it to begin negotiations with South Sudan. In the end, South Sudan received bloc approval in March 2016 and signed a Treaty of Accession in April 2016. 2010 saw the Democratic Republic of Congo's interest in joining the East African Community stated by Tanzanian officials. In June 2019, the DRC submitted its application to join the EAC. The EAC Council of Ministers proposed in February 2022 that the DRC be accepted as a new member state of the EAC. The entry would be approved by the heads of state on March 29, 2022, according to the EAC Secretary General Dr. Peter Muthuki's confirmation on March 18th. The Democratic Republic of the Congo was accepted as a member state of the East African Community on 29, 2022 at the Head of State Summit presided over by the former Kenyan President Uhuru Kenyatta. The country became an official member of the EAC on July 11, 2022 after depositing the ratification instrument with the EAC Secretary General at the organization's headquarters in Arusha. Since the joining of the DRC into the community, there has been a push for the formation of the East African Federation. The East African Federation, also known as Shirikisho la Afrika Mashariki, is a proposed political union of these states as a single federated sovereign state. The concept of this federation has been around since the early 1960s, but for a variety of reasons, it has not yet been materialized. A committee was established in September 2018 to start the process of developing a regional constitution, and it was planned that a draft constitution for the Confederation would be produced by end of 2021 and put into effect by 2023. The East African Federation, which would replace India as the 7th largest country in the world, would have a land area of around 4,812,618 km squared. From the Indian Ocean to the Atlantic Ocean, it would cross the whole continent. By March 2022, it would have a population of around 312,362,653, making it the 4th most populated country in the world and the most populous country in Africa. Its population would be second only to China, India, and the United States in size, surpassing that of Russia, Japan, Brazil, Mexico, and Indonesia. It has been suggested that Swahili become the universal language. By city boundaries and metropolitan region, Kinshasa would be the most populated city in the proposed federation, followed by Nairobi in the metropolitan area and Dar es Salaam inside the city limits. Arusha, the existing East African Community headquarters, and a city in Tanzania close to the Kenyan border, is the proposed capital city. Presently, 22% of the inhabitants of these territories reside in the cities. The proposed currency for the Union would be the East African shilling, which 5 of the 7 member countries are expected to adopt by 2023. The estimated GDP nominal would be $240 billion, ranking it as the 34th largest market in the world and the 4th largest in Africa, behind Nigeria, Egypt, and South Africa. With an estimated $800 per person, the East African Federation is ranked 156th globally. The potential of the East African Federation is so great, with countries such as Angola, Ethiopia, Somali, Central African Republic, Malawi, Mozambique and Zambia considering to join the Federation. Thank you for staying to the end of this video. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel as we bring you more information on the African continent, people and culture.